Hi, have you ever thought about running a half marathon, 10 or 5 kilometers? Did you enroll and you have no strategy how to finish? I did it. I am a winner, a finisher of the Lucerne Half Marathon 2013, and I want to tell you some of my strategies and how I finished and my story. Hi, my name is Leah and I'm the creative blogger behind Leah's Heart Art. My story began in spring-summer 2013. At this time I lacked this inner fire, this inner drive that I want to go out in nature, do sports and just enjoy it. Because I need a little bit motivation and a little pressure, I signed in for my first run. It is a run around a little lake here in Switzerland and it's about 14 kilometers. I did this run and it was an absolute amazing event and I made so many experiences and it was just wow. At this time, when I finished it, my husband and we talked about the Lucerne Marathon in about 2 months. But for me it was clear that 14 kilometers, that's enough for me, that's okay. But at one evening, 1 month later, I decided, just come on, do it, sign in and you will find a solution, you will find a strategy, just don't worry, just sign in and yeah, okay. So I signed in. For the next 2 weeks I decided, oh, I have no time for sport, no I don't go running, etc. So yes, it was this evening or this special day, 2 weeks before the marathon, where I sat down and I had to figure out a new strategy, because how can you accomplish a half marathon when you are not trained, when you are not so trained, and during this period I didn't train so much, maybe 5 kilometers a week, which is just nothing. So I sat down and I made a strategy, and I will tell you a little bit later about my strategy. And you know, when you want to do something and you want it deeply from your heart, you will find a solution. So I like this quote, necessity is the mother of invention. So I invented my personal strategy. And my strategy allowed me to complete my first half marathon, which was my second run in my whole life. And I never ever walked this distance, I never run this distance, so it was really amazing. When you want to achieve a goal, you must exactly know what's your result. And you need to know as well your motivation. Why will you do this? My goal for the half marathon was to start, enjoy the journey, the process, and be a finisher, cross the finish line. This was my goal. I didn't care about the time. It was just finish. And my motivation, I wanted to connect with my body, feel proud that I did something amazing, rock this, so I will rock everything in my life, and be proud of myself, feel alive, inspire others, and just feel empowered and feel the drive and just pure excitement. And this was just a new magic moment. I used some other music, really power music, and I used some other earplugs which doesn't fall out of your ear easily. I supported myself with extra energy just in case if I needed it. I just had 3 in my pockets and I felt secure with them. Additionally, I reread this fantastic book from Stu Middleman. It's Slow Burn. He is an ultra marathon runner and he crossed America, and he has different chapters. It's 3 big chapters: how to eat, how to train, and how to think for the distance. And especially I like his comment about shoes, and he says always buy a shoe fit, not a shoe size. This is what I changed as well. I bought some new shoes because the other one from the first run gave me a blister. So I bought some new shoes They are really good for my foot, and they are really comfortable. And I bought as well some other socks because when you wear the wrong socks, then you can receive blisters. And this one support my feet as well, and I love them. Let me show you my strategies. We go inside, and here's the proof. This is my finisher medal and my finisher shirt. Woohoo! I did it! See you at home! Back at home, let's talk about my success strategy. The secret here is this piece. That is that I walked the first 5 kilometers. And this is the secret, because when you walk, you don't use that much energy. And I walked in a little bit higher tempo, so the last one from the bulk I could still see, so I didn't lose the whole group. Here is the start, and I planned to walk the first 5 kilometers. But then in reality I walked more because of the topography. I walked because I felt comfortable. So the last part I had to run was really easy, and I felt really successful because I knew that I'm gonna achieve my goal. Every kilometer I did a power move. That's a special move you can do whatever you want, like this or woohoo, or just be creative. And at the end, at the finish, you make a big power move. The mental part is as well important. You don't run 21 kilometers, you run 21 times 1 kilometer. That's another perspective. And 1 kilometer is easy to do. And when you can do 1 kilometer, you can do as well 21 times 1 kilometer. And this part here, this was my experience during the run, the walk run, whatever you want to call it. First, the red line is the psycho terror. When I started, I thought that will be easy when I just walk. And then I started, and you know, the psycho terror was extremely high. There were 40,000 spectators. And it's not that easy that when everybody is screaming, yelling, and screaming your name and hop, go for it. This was really easy to follow my strategy, because you're the last, you're walking, what will the other think of you? That's why the first kilometer was so difficult. My certainty of success went really down, and I thought, am I going to do this? My strategy, can I follow it? And I walked and walked and walked. I just concentrated on the street and just go. And when I finished my first kilometer, I knew I'm gonna do this. So I walked a lot of other kilometers, and I knew I'm gonna finish it. So certainty of success was so high, I knew I will achieve my goal. And here is the special thing. It's really interesting that when you start just walking, your energy doesn't go down like this, because when you just walk at a higher tempo, you don't need as much energy than when you run at a low tempo. That's what I think. So my level of energy was quite a long time really high, and then when I started running, it went down, which is natural. At the almost third or fourth part, I had this energy rush, because there were so many people, they were already struggling on the street, and you could hear them breathing very loud, and I ran and I overtook so many persons, and I had such a speed while running that was really crazy, and I could feel the person like, oh my god, who is coming there so fast? And this was pure energy, so my energy level went like up and I felt like I'm flying. That was insane. And at the end it was really a little bit of because yes, but I think that's at every run you do. The end is always sometimes like, come on, you can do this. So this is my strategy, and it worked successfully for me. I created a checklist. You have as well start finish. There are just 5 kilometers. You can as well add more. Draw the topography, how it is, up, down, whatever. Think about how many kilometers will you walk, how many will you run. As well, you can add what's your goal, which is really important to know exactly what it is. What's your purpose, your motivation? What is your support system during the run? Like energy, bars, music, or your power moves. And your preparation, your actions before. So this is especially for you to adopt and inspire you to go for a run, a walk, and do a run, because it feels amazing, and it was such a good experience that I can only recommend. So thank you for watching. You can comment, you can write your questions, whatever you like. Take care and a happy walk run from me.